And I'm very thankful to Atul Sinha sir and JL Singh sir for introducing me and for giving me such a great opportunity to speak with such a senior and large variety of gathering. First of all, happy Mahashivratri to all of you. Today is very auspicious occasion.
Thanks a lot. The same to you.
Thank you, sir. And the topic given to me today is about actually this is the Railway Industry Society, and the topic is in a very interesting way related with the railways, which has been a very ideal case study of how the industry and the environment can grow hand in hand. And I am posted in Modern Coach Factory, and I don't know whether the respected members have been to Raebareli MCF campus or not. But a small background of this case study is uh, I'll start with my very old experience when I was in my school. I am born and brought up in a remote village of Devariya district, UP. So in my school, in eighth or ninth, we were taught by teacher about pollution, environmental pollution. एंड उसमें हमारे टीचर पढ़ाते थे कि जल प्रदूषण, वायु प्रदूषण, एयर पोल्यूशन एंड वाटर पोल्यूशन एंड ओजोन डिप्लेशन एंड ऑल. And it was around 1994, 95, 96, 1996. And I was living in such a clean and green environment in a village. I was always wondering what is being taught in my school. Where is air pollution? Because there was no polluted air around me. Where is the water pollution? We used to drink water directly from the well. There was no hand pump, and we are not using the hand pump water because the water from the well was so tasty, and so it felt used to feel so healthy. So we were surprised ki what is being taught to us in the school because there was no pollution. Sir, would you believe that we used to go to play in the garden of our village, and we never used to carry water bottles. Water bottles introduced in after 2005 6, it became very popular. That days we don't used to. There was no fashion of carrying water bottle. We used to go to play in the garden, and when if we felt thirsty, we just kept this size of clean cotton, piece of cotton, and we just used to keep it on the pond surface just to filter the dust and soil from the water, and we used to drink water from the pond directly in my village. So for me, there was no water pollution, there was no air pollution, there was no any kind of increase in temperature in the environment. So it was just like a rote learning for us. We just cramming the facts and the figures, the definition and the figures and all. But sir, after 20 years, when I moved to big cities and I went to Delhi and I went to Mumbai, all the cities, then I realized ki what was taught in the school 20 years earlier, this has become the reality of this today. Now, Delhi government, Lucknow government, UP government issues advisory in the winter season for the senior citizens to not to go out in the air, not to go on the walking. So it became a reality after 20 years. And I'm surprised that thing once this was imaginary for me, and now it has become a reality. And in the same manner, I think that we read about in newspaper about that sea level is increasing and Antarctica, the ice is melting, and this is increasing the sea levels. And I am surprised that we are not feeling the direct impact of this thing, the sea level rising. But certainly after 20 years, after 30 years, when the some percentage of land of Mumbai, Visakhapatnam, and Shanghai, and all the cities, New York, which are the based on the seashore, will start sinking in the water, and that will be the become headline, and then we'll feel that this was real. So the background, the purpose of my this sharing my experiences, that what the biggest challenge in front of the civilization will become the environmental depletion in the next coming years, in the 20 years, 30 years, what time it takes, and it is gradually deteriorating. So if we have to save the environment, if we have to save the future generations, if we have to take care of the this earth, so the most biggest threat is the environmental pollution. So everything we read in the speculation, we read in the newspaper, it will become reality in the next 25 years. So what to do? So this is the problem. Then what is the answer? Answer is कि अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी की पोयम है, अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी की कविता है कि उसकी एक लाइन है कि माना कि अंधेरा घना है, माना कि अंधेरा घना है, पर दिया जलाना कहाँ मना है, माना कि अंधेरा घना है पर दिया जलाना कहाँ मना है. It means that I agree that it is very dark, but who forbids lighting a lamp? So we can start lighting a lamp wherever we are. And in the my talk, that modern coach factory, एक दिया जला ही है वहां पर, एक अच्छा दिया जला है, एक रोशनी हुई है, और मेरे ख्याल से उस रोशनी के बारे में हर इस कंट्री के लोगों को जानना चाहिए. So this is my topic. Sir, MCF Modern Coach Factory was established in the year, the process start in 2009-10, but it finally, there was land dispute while we were to give the, actually in the center, Congress government was there, in the state, BSP government, Bahan Mayawati ji was chief minister. So there was dispute of the land acquisition, कि कहाँ पे उनको land दी जाए. फाइनली इन्होंने जो लैंड अलॉट किया सर, वो लालगंज, ये जो हम लोग कहते हैं एमसीएफ रायबरेली, दिस इज नॉट एक्चुअली रायबरेली. एमसीएफ इज 35 kilometers away from the Raebareli. So finally, successful land acquisition was done in nearby Raebareli, 3 kilometers from Raebareli. This was a remote village called Aihar, and that place was completely a barren land. This was semi-desert. If I can't say desert, but I say it, term it like a semi-desert. Only the babul shrubs were there. The kuril बोलते हैं वहाँ के local language में sir. And soil was so sterile soil, and extreme alkaline, extreme alkaline. The pH value of the soil was 9 and 10. So we can imagine that nothing can grow in that soil because of the high pH value. Many nutrients like iron and phosphorus cannot available to the soil, cannot dissolve in the soil. So it was almost a barren land. And obviously, who will give the 540 hectare of the agricultural land? No, nobody will give, and there will be a lot of agricultural issues. So finally, we got a land with a semi-desert land. The soil was soil quality was so bad that even the grass could not grow there. Only the that shrubs, जो कांटेदार पौधे जिसको बोलते हैं, जो रेगिस्तान में होते हैं. So after but land मिली है तो उसको establish उन्होंने किया धीरे धीरे, और वहां पे कॉलोनी बसी, वहां पे फिर जो है वहां पे प्रोडक्शन स्टार्ट हुआ विद 1000 कोच कैपेसिटी पर एनम. So आफ्टर द कुछ समय तक वहां पे हमारे जो करंट पीसीएमई हैं श्री विवेक खरे सर, वंस ही वाज सेइंग दैट.
Excuse me to intervene, Mr. Pathak.
सर,
We have at least 2 or 3% who among the audience who do not know Hindi. So please try and stick to English if you can.
Okay, 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 sir. Actually, because of the some poem, some lines, and some the local terms terminology, like kuril, they call it kuril, the plant.
No,
I
that is okay. But wherever you use such a poem, please translate it also.
okay, 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 sir. So, if we, once my PCME, current PCME Vivek Khare was telling us in his memory that if we stand in the mid of the modern coach factory campus, we just see the last boundary, the 541-hectare land, and if you stand anywhere in the campus, you will see the last boundary. This was the situation of the campus and the land. But slowly and gradually, everyone, every general manager and every PHODs who were being posted there, they try to improve in these things. But never it was taken as a mission for the modern coach factory. And because of that quality, that environmental quality, that soil quality, there was no plantation. It was treated as a very bad posting for the officers. Some officers posted in that phase. They were saying कि there is a very ये मनहूस सा लगता है. मतलब it doesn't feel good to be there. And that because of the impact of the environment of the on the human brain and the efficiency. So let come to the present time. The present in 2023, in the month of February, March, our new general manager, Prashant Kumar Mishra sir, joined the MCF. And Acha, I will want to add one more thing. In the buildings of the modern coach factory, if you there will be a black lining from the bottom to the upper up to the roof. It will start slowly and gradually, and I was very surprised, what is this black thing, like algae and like fungus. So I used to ask one of the local person, what is this, why this is the wall is becoming gradually black. He was saying, sir, ये मिट्टी का कैंसर है. This is a cancer of the soil. The soil here is cancerous. So it will gradually, and you have to wipe it out from the wall and again paint the whole room. So this was the procedure. So our new general manager, his main for in his very first meeting, he was having two agenda. One is the to increase the production of the MCF, because producing 2,000 coaches per annum was a very big challenge, or a very target which every general manager wanted to achieve. In 2000 was a mental barrier for the modern coach factory. So he took the challenge to produce 2,000 coaches in a year, and at the same time he said ki make this place worth living by changing the environment. It is not acceptable. So this is like semi-desert, and 2,000 railway staff is living in this campus, and in this situation. So this is not acceptable. We have to focus on both targets. The first is to cross 2,000 coaches mental barrier, and the second mental barrier in the sense because everything is available, infrastructure is available, everything available, contractual labors are available, funds are available. There is no shortage of fund. I never felt a shortage of fund in the MCF. And the second piece to make the environment cleaner and greener. And if a leadership takes any decision, and if he is always reinforcing his decision, he is always keeps reminding every branch officer to please do this, do this, do this. So it becomes it gains momentum due course of time. So the first challenge was the general manager gave us a presentation. He said that कि लोग कहते हैं कि मिट्टी का कैंसर है, तो so first you have to cure the soil. We asked for the experts from the state government. They came to a modern coach factory, and the lab testing was done for the soil. And after the lab testing, they told us clearly, sir, nothing will grow here. because the soil is very bad. His pH is extremely bad, and it is not possible to grow anything. So they just uh, gave a very pessimistic conclusion. So we started first curing the soil. Cure of the soil means restoring the soil health, adding organic material in the soil, and water retention should be there. In between of the mid of the modern coach factory campus, there is a Mathna Nala. Mathna Nala. This is a big nala flowing between the campus. So all the rainwater which is pouring in the 541 hectare land, almost 5.5 square kilometer, it was just drained away from the campus through Mathna Nala, and after 15 kilometer is good into Ganga, and Ganga say that then it goes to Bangladesh and finally Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal. So we started, if in a big colony where 2,000 people are living, there is a lot of organic waste generated per day. So our work started from here, door to door collection of the and organic waste collection and its segregation. Its segregation and segregation like organic, we separated the wet garbage and organic and inorganic, dry papers and cardboards. This was separated and disposed of in a different manner. And the fruits, vegetables, and cooked foods, this was used as the compost. There was a big ground where the engineering department, the inspiration of our general manager, they prepared a compost plant for the organic manure. And this was continuously on a mission mode. This was uh, put on the ground where the plantation has to be done. Sir, after this 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, and procedure, actually we did the three things simultaneously. Soil, so a cure of the soil treatment. The second thing is water conservation, and the third water conservation and water retention, and the third is the tree plantation. At the same time, we started the water conservation. In Raebareli, I think 1200 mm is the average rainfall in the rainy season. It is well enough for the campus, but it was uh, drained away through the Mathna Nala. So we started the different ways of conserving the water, which is in the form of rainfall in the campus. And the first measure was the creating borewells, water recharge system. It means that the places where water was logged in the rainy season, there were borewells created. I think at least 35 till date, we have created 35 borewells in the campus. And the concept is rainwater is collected there, and through these borewells, the borewell structure, it is sent back to the earth. And from this 35 borewells, almost 93 million liter water per annum is approximately 93 million liter water is recharged per year to the campus. Along with the borewells, there is a 15 artificial ponds were created, and through these 15 artificial ponds in the campus, actually this is a very huge campus, and many land is unused. It was an unused and the semi desert jungle was there. So in that places, 15 artificial ponds were created, and the capacity of these 15 ponds is approx 3 crores liter per annum, water storage capacity. And the last is the rainwater harvesting pits. Means from the administrative building, from the sports complex, from the all the sheds, workshop sheds. The water is directly sent to the earth via rainwater harvesting pits. I think it approximately 30 such rainwater harvesting pits have been created, and approximately 3.5 crores liter water is being sent to the earth for the uplifting of the water. So if we total, if we give the total result of this water conservation, 7.5 crores liter per annum water is being sent to the earth again, and this has done a tremendous effect in the first year. The quality of the soil, which was continuously lab tested, it was increasing by the water conservation and the soil treatment. So, and the whole the mechanism is very systematic, and nothing is unused. Like when we dig the pond and the soil, we took out the soil from the pond that was used to build a football ground. So everything is in a chain. If we draw a picture, everything is in a chain. The thing is, so today we can say that even a single drop of water in the form of rainfall is not going outside of campus, not is being shifted away by the Maksha Nala to the Ganges and finally in the Bay of Bengal. In our campus, we sometimes हम लोग मजाक में कहते हैं कि we are not giving water to the Bangladesh. We are holding it in the campus only. So this was the water conservation, and after this huge level plantation. In every Monday meeting, production review meeting, there is always two agendas. One is GM reviews the position of the production and the store department. What about the inventory, and mechanical department? What is the machine maintenance? And along with this, after this 15 minutes, what is the level of plantation being done by the different departments? There is very healthy competition between the departments. How many plants they have, how many plantations they have done in the past. So mainly the competition is between the RPF and the mechanical department. So it was actually done in a very healthy competitive mode, and we clap for the team who has planted more trees. And this plantation was started from the, जो कहते हैं हिंदी में एक कहावत है कि पहले घर में दिया जलाते हैं तब मंदिर में दिया जलाते हैं. So in this way, our general manager, the GM residence compound is very big, and it was earlier it was full of dust, and there was a paddy plantation was there in the rainy seasons. It was used for the paddy cultivation in the campus. So first, the plantation was started from soil treatment, water conservation, and plantation was started from the GM. And in this, for the plantation, Miyawaki forest technique was become very useful. I think honorable members will be well aware about this technology. But I brief a little bit about this because we have witnessed this in our campus. In Miyawaki forest technique, in a very small area, we plant a lot of local species, which like in case of cotton coach factory, like amla, like medicinal plants like cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, and jamun, like this kind of, in a very small place. So the concept is, in a very short period of time, and if these are very dense foresting, So for availing the light, sunlight, and all, the plants start competing with each other. In a very short period of time, it is grows into a jungle, and it requires one year. First year, it requires a lot of care and a lot of plant water and organic manure in this. But after 1 year, it becomes self-dependent, and after 2 3 years, it will become very tough to recognize whether it is a man-made jungle or it is a natural jungle. So very dense forest was created in GM Bungalow, where a lot of local variety of plant were planted there. And within, I think, for completion of 1.5 years, it was fully developed in a jungle. So once paddy field, uh, only useful in the month of in rainy season for paddy cultivation. Now it is a, house of different kind of birds and butterflies. I'll send the videos and photos to the group. Uh, I have it in my mobile. So along with the plantation and along with the greenery, it is also increasing the biodiversity. And there are some facts about Miyawaki forest. I have read about this. This is the 1 meter per annum. It is growth rate because of the competition in a very dense area. It is almost 10 times faster growth than the normal tree plantation. To grow a normal jungle traditional way, it takes almost 10 years. But in the Miyawaki, it takes only 2 to 3 years. This is the 3000% more noise absorption than the traditional forest, and 30 times more carbon dioxide absorption. This is the miracle of the Miyawaki plantation. And I can very proudly say that in modern coach factory, 541 hectare area, we are developing 20 such Miyawaki forests, which will be now home for the many variety of flora and fauna. So this was the technique. After that, 3 lakhs plants were planted on the every possible empty land in the campus. And earlier I told that 15 ponds were created. So along with the ponds on the boundaries of the plants, 3 lakhs seeds has been dispersed, and which are now growing as a natural jungle. Almost, I can guess that in the coming 2 3 years, we will have almost 6 7 lakhs new plants and trees in our campus. And if you talk about the statistics, almost 4 hectare green belt has been developed till date. 4 hectare green belt. So a very healthy competition between departments in case of for plantation has actually changed the whole scenario of the campus. The campus, if you walk, some respected members have been there in the campus. They can see the growing forest area, the whole campus, and how it looks beautiful. Like earlier, our PCME said that if you stand in the middle, you can see the next wall, boundary wall of the. If you stand now, as of now, if you stand anywhere in the campus, you can just see the jungle, not any boundary wall, not any buildings. Even you go closer to the admin building, because of the dense forest, you cannot see the admin building. So this is the changes in the. After this, the main focus was to reduce the non-renewable dependency on the non-renewable energy, and to increase the use of renewable energy sources. So, to reduce dependency, solar power is the most important. And the Raebareli is luckily in the very warm and subtropical climate, Raebareli. So this is ideal for the tap the solar energy. In summers, temperature is almost 45 degrees Celsius, 40 to 45 degrees Celsius. So in the campus, by using the excess of the land, 5.13 megawatt capacity of solar energy has been produced in the campus, and another 14 megawatt is under process. And if we are successful in achieving the 14 megawatt, MCF will be not using a single unit of the electricity generated from the non-renewable source of. So we will be completely dependent on the solar energy. We will be completely using. Correct. As of now, after development of 5.1 megawatt capacity in the solar energy, almost 28 to 30 crore rupees in our bills we are saving as of now. Almost this is 45 million units we are saving. And in the future, and we have huge buildings. Admin building is very big. The TTC building is very big, and all the roof is has been installed with solar energy. Out of the 5 megawatt, 2 megawatt is the rooftop solar is coming from rooftop solar energy, and 3 point something is from the land based. In addition to the solar energy, there is a concept of daylight pipe, because in the offices and in the workshop sets, we can use it very successfully. Total 1800 daylight pipes have been used. The concept is, in the daylight pipe, we use the natural sunlight in the form of a bulb. And one daylight pipe, it equals to 200-watt bulb. It gives light as similar as the 200-watt bulb. This has three important parts. Outer the machinery is called light dome, which is at the roof of any building, which can be installed on the roof of the any building. This is meant to capture the sunlight. And after the capturing the sunlight from the light dome, it goes through the light pipe to the diffuser. And the light pipe is totally reflective. Almost 90% of the sunlight is transferred through this pipe. They are so reflective, and because of the reflective surface of the light pipe. And finally, it is at the outlet, it is diffused, emerges in your room or in your shop as a bulb. Like I told, one daylight pipe is costs 2000-watt bulb, and the cost is not very high. We are using the daylight pipes, and approx costing is 12,000 to 15,000, and it is almost it is zero maintenance technology. And there are many benefits for this for the daylight illuminating the campus. First of all, this is the energy efficient. The second is this very cost effective, because as I told that after installation of this thing, almost there is no maintenance charges. Convenience, it can be installed in very less space. And finally, it is good for the health also, because it is actually natural sunlight. Like if we go for our whenever we go for our blood test report, out of 10, I think 6 or 8 people will have deficiency of vitamin D, and we generally use tablets for this and supplements for this. But due to this technique, if there is a sunlight in the campus, sunlight in your room, so I think that is also, that way also it is very beneficial. So and the payback is approximately 20 months. This is the generally statistics of these things. After this kind of multiple and simultaneous efforts in the modern coach factory, especially I will talk about the last 3 years, there is a huge change in the environment. The soil quality has been improved. The plantation and vegetation is completely changed. Once barren land is now home of the many butterflies, many species of birds, and many outsider species also. Uh, Many you can witness many nilgai while passing through the campus because it attracts the flora and the fauna of the local and the air quality index. I will especially mention the air quality of index. We know that 51 to 100 is the moderate level of air quality. Air quality AQI is 15 to 100 is moderate. And in Delhi, I was just searching the net before this talk. In Delhi, the AQI is approx 311 to 341. Is like hazardous in the hazardous category. 201 is and to 300 is very unhealthy. And the Lucknow, where I am sitting currently, the AQI is approx 240. Means very unhealthy. Respected members, with very satisfaction and proud, I can say that in modern coach factory campus, today's AQI is 42. Today's as of now. So this is a very this is a result of this all the strategic things done. I remember once some few vendors from SMS Germany. I was accompanying him to the from force mill plant to the admin building, and we have installed LED some LED indicators at few places. And there was showing CO2 level, there is showing AQI, there is temperature, there is time, and suddenly one German gentleman stopped and he said, "Ki, is this LEDs working right?" I said, "Yes, this is a very new LED." So he said, "I cannot believe that the I think it was rainy season. Yes, this was rainy season, last rainy season, and AQI was almost 22 or 23." So he was surprised. He said, "Ki in Delhi and in other cities of India, we have heard that air quality is very bad." But he took photos of that LED screen. So this is the impact of some mission mode things if you are doing for our environment. And if you go around in the campus, you can witness a lot of variety of birds, butterflies, a lot of new plants, new variety of medicinal plants, and this is all things have been done in a once a barren land, once the local language, once in a cancerous land. So this is the result of the this hard work. And I will share one more incident. Last year, I was in observer duty in Lok Sabha elections, and I was coming by flight from Raipur. So the when I am very fond of watching maps where the flight is going, which city is which river is we are crossing, which city we are crossing. And once I crossed the Fafa Mau, Ganges. So I imagined, I thought that we are just going by our campus, Modern Coach Factory. And my guess was right. After a few minutes, I was just above my campus. Respected members, all the campus was like a green island. Like there was a dot outer boundary, and inside the boundary there was a green island, and outside the boundary it was still a semi desert. So this was the very satisfactory experience for me as a member of the Modern Coach Factory team. And I shared the photo with many groups, and it was retweeted by many journalists also. So this is the result of a campus. And at the same time, when we were doing all these things in the last year, financial year 2024-25, Modern Coach Factory produced 2025 coaches for a symbolic achievement. 2005, Modern Coach 5 crossed 2000, the mental barrier, as I earlier discussed, and we achieved production of 2025 coaches. It means that we have not compromised, we have not shifted our focus to from our core job. And this is the very strong case, very ideal case that the industry, the development, and the water conservation may always go hand in hand if we just give a little focus to the environment as well as along with our core job. So this is the story in short, and this is also the mission of the United States in their Sustainable Development definition, when they say that the development is that needs to be development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their own needs. So, modern coach factory in this way has presented a very good example, which we are discussing, which now people are discussing, people are writing, people are going there, they are visiting, and I think this story should be told, should be spread as much as possible, because this is the only way to save our Mother Earth, and this is the biggest gift we can give it to the our next generations. So this is only from my side. I have tried to summarize in a very short way, but the story is 3 years long. But I have just come summarized it in half an hour. So this is only from my side, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pathak. You have touched upon a subject which I think should be made a case study and presented at least to the environmental directorate of the Railway Ministry. And then they can spread it to all our workshops, to all our production units, so that they can sort of reproduce what a modern coach factory has been able to do. And it was an interesting topic, not pure rail enthusiasts, but something that affects not only the railways, but all industry. That is, you don't compromise the output of the industry, but you are able to save the environment. Anyway, if there are any questions or comments.
Sir, Apurva Bahadur from Pune, I had no idea, sir. This is amazing amount of work which Raebareli has done. And have you been with this organization from the point where it was set up? I mean, I've been associated for. I have also a secondary question about the sewage treatment. How do you do that? Yes, sir.
Sorry,
Pathak,
sir.
sir.
Sorry, sir.
What about the sewage treatment? How does your organization treat with the wet sewage, the sewage and the
Sewage
yeah,
treatment.
yes, sir. Do you have a STP?
Yeah. Thank you so much. We have. I left this. Forgot to discuss about this point. We have a sewage treatment plant there. In fact, there is no sewage generation in our campus, because this is the like modern coach factory is like more like assembling. Assembling is being done there.
Right.
Yeah. So, but whatever sewage is being produced in the campus, there is a very efficient sewage treatment plant, which is the water is treated there, and the water is used in these plants only, which is being planted there.
So you're water sufficient on your own. You will be energy sufficient on your own sooner or later.
No, we are water sufficient. Yes. We are water sufficient.
Nothing from outside. Excellent.
No, nothing.
Huh? I mean, I'm so inspired by what you've told me. I mean, I had no idea. I had no
Thank you,
idea
sir.
that such a great thing was going.
Please come to visit Modern
Definitely,
Coach Factory, and I will
definitely.
invite all the respected members to please visit
Yes,
the place.
yes, sir.
Atulya Sinha sir has
Yes,
recently
Atil,
visited
sir.
the campus.
Atil,
Yeah.
sir, you had to ask. Yes. Sir, unmute yourself. Atul, sir. Atul, sir, unmute.
Tulya, please go ahead.
Sir, your
Unmute
mic is
yourself.
muted.
Unmute yourself.
Atul, sir, नहीं हुआ. Yeah, now.
Yeah.
So,
We still can't hear you.
Sir, we can't hear you, sir.
Just a moment.
yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
we can hear
yes,
you.
sir.
Please go ahead. We can hear you. Tulya, please
Can
go
you hear
ahead.
me?
We can hear you. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. We can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
we
sir.
can hear you.
Yes, sir.
I think you cannot hear us, but we
May
can
get
hear you.
disconnected.
हाँ वो कर भी ऑफ करना
हाँ अभी तो यहाँ से वो डिस्कनेक्ट कर दो मुझे स्विच ऑफ ब्लूटूथ हाँ ये यहाँ पे खोलो
हाँ हाँ
और इसको
Go
पहले
ahead,
यहाँ से
we
ऑफ
can hear you. No, we can't hear you
Oh,
now.
sorry sorry for the delay. I just
Okay, please
wanted
go
to
ahead.
mention that last weekend we had a group of 12 or 13 RES members who visited MCF, and we were there for 2 days, and we had a very enjoyable stay. Of course, we saw the factory, but we have seen a lot of factories in our careers or in our rail